ladies and gentlemen. This is Carlos Garcia from the FratChat podcast with a very important announcement. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, no! It's a ball trimmer sent from space! Gentlemen, our friends over at Manscaped have been working night and day to bring you a below-the-waist grooming experience like none other with their brand new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. We're talking about a next-generation trimmer with interchangeable blade heads for whatever shave your mind can imagine. Upgrade your grooming game to the Ultrasphere this year by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with promo code FratChat. High tech for low places with Manscaped. Oh yeah. And we are recording.
Dude, I had a fun time last night at your show.
Oh yeah. It was a great time, an awesome time. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Originally, Simo wasn't supposed to be on the show. And then a very important comedian dropped. So my co-producer was like, Carlos, what do? We need a big name. Stat. And I said, I know just the guy.
And he canceled.
And that person was busy, and then the other person was busy. So, so then we went and just got Simo. But it was a great show.
I knew it. Did you hear that one kid after the show asked me, how did you get involved in comedy? And how did you get on stage here? And I was like, I sucked the producer's dick. His name's Carlos Garcia. Sometimes you just do what you got to do. Did you hear all that?
So that's why I got all those DMs now. And now I get it.
You were live in the bathroom, and I was, as I'm telling him this, he looked mortified.
And that's the ticket.
The whore.
That's how you get ahead in Hollywood. I mean, head in Hollywood. But, all right, we're gonna bust a nut in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge.
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the FratChat podcast.
All young men like 3 things. Food, booze, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the FratChat podcast, the last edition of 2K23. How's it going, Mr. Mo?
Yo, I'm good. I smoked a lot of weed today, but I feel good now. So earlier, I was like comatose on the train. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I also smoked a lot of weed earlier today, which is why I forgot to say our names. I'm Carlos Garcia, and that's Chris Simo Moore. My apologies, you guys. But it's,
hey, don't let it happen again. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to say this one time.
And it's the thing is, it's the week when, before Christmas and the New Year. It's that time to get oogie boogie. It's the time to, stop being responsible, kick your feet up, smoke a JJ in the middle of the day. Who gives a shit? Just do it. So that's where I'm at right now in my life. Things are good.
What's a JJ? It's a joint, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, is it Johnny's Johnson? Like, whose dick are you sucking? And why don't you spread the wealth?
Now, Mr. Mo, as I saw you yesterday, here I think the listeners.
I was very upset last night.
Yes, that's right. He was very upset, and I just wanted you to share to the viewers and listeners. Depends if you're listening to us on podcast providers across 69 countries, heyo, or watching us live on YouTube and in person at FratChat Podcast, whatever you want. Mr. Mo, I want you to be open and vulnerable and share with the listeners the story that you told me last night. Because I had not been the same since, Mr. Mel. I'm gonna get what the listeners would do in this situation.
And listeners, you might want to grab a hanky because this is gonna get emotional.
It is traumatizing.
A long time ago, a very young, beautiful gay boy by the name of Simo said, "Mom, I love your applesauce raisin cake around the holidays, and all I want for Christmas every year is just a slice of your applesauce raisin cake." 'Cause you know, white people love raisins, right?
That's right.
So fast forward years and years later, I don't think I have to mention that every year I've gotten this applesauce raisin cake. Years and years later, we're in present day, and I receive it in the mail, and I tell my husband, "This is my mom's famous applesauce raisin cake. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. I can't wait to have some." But Hungry Hippo had other ideas, and he devoured the treat my mom sent to me. And it wasn't just like a slice. She sent me half a cake of this stuff, this huge chunk, and he went to town and just ate the whole thing. He told me it was really good. Do you know what's really good to me? What sounds really good? Divorce papers.
Yeah.
What an asshole. He ate it all.
Yeah, that's a pretty shitty move, you guys.
Mhm.
I think it's just everybody knows that when a family member sends you something from home, you get first dibs. You gotta open that shit yourself. Eat it yourself.
Now, in his
And
defense,
then
I did give one slice when we got it. I was like, "You should try this." So maybe I created a monster. But I didn't say you should have this. I said you should try this. And
you should try this.
gave
Not
him a
eat the whole
tiny little
goddamn
sliver.
cake. Yeah, no, I don't. I'd be so fucking mad, dude. I was mad for you. That almost ruined my show. I was almost like too upset to perform.
It ruined my Christmas.
Oh, like, dude, that's so shitty. So, I mean, obviously he's in the doghouse. Has he done anything to apologize?
No.
Oh, wow.
He's just like a vacuum cleaner. He puts everything in his mouth except for my dick. I don't understand it.
With the holidays approaching, our sponsor Waterboy is here to help you prepare for those nasty holiday hangovers. Because there's nothing worse than feeling like the Grinch while everyone else in the family is rocking around the Christmas tree. Waterboy is a hydration packet scientifically formulated to cut your hangover time in half. Now, there are other hydration packs in the market, but nothing comes anywhere close to finding those Sunday scaries like one little stick of Waterboy does right here. With 0 sugar and over 3 times the electrolytes of Liquid IV, your hangover will stand no chance in hell, people. Now, unlike their competitors, Waterboy has added specific ingredients beyond just hydration to help in nausea, anxiety, and fatigue. Because we all know that hydration alone isn't enough to help after a holiday bender, people. It is not just for you. Waterboy's hangover recovery formula makes a thoughtful stocking stuffer or a fantastic gift for your loved ones. Show them you care about their well-being this holiday season with Waterboy, especially those college kids. And for this holiday season, our listeners will get 15% off of your entire order with our exclusive link at waterboy.com/FratChat. Again, that's waterboy.com/FratChat for 15% off your entire order. Recover properly with Waterboy, people. You'll thank us later. Oh, man. Well, that's pretty shitty, right, guys? I feel like, listeners, you got to let us know. Give us a follow on all social channels at FratChat Podcast. What would you do if you had a delicious cake, family recipe sent to you by your mama for the holidays? Your significant other ate the whole goddamn thing. Didn't leave you any. What would you do? I'm curious to hear the answers. Because I'm not going to lie, Julie I'd never hit a girl, but I would shake the shit out of Julie. Be like, how could you?
Don't shake the baby.
They call it the Harlem Shake from now on. She'd be stuck like that. Shake so hard. They call it Michael J. Fox. Oh no, too far. I got too far.
Oh,
Too far.
Michael J. Fox, if you're out there, I'm sorry.
I know. I'm sorry. And maybe I'll add you to the list later on. but in another case, what would you do, Mr. Mo? I got a news story here.
Wait. Michael J. Fox is here at my desk, and he has something he wants to say to you. Oh, wait a second. Hey, stop leaning against the desk. Michael J. Fox, stop leaning against the desk.
No.
Get away from here. You know what? I'm not even interested as to what he has to say. He just wrecked it all. He ruined everything. You know what? I was shook just now. Shook.
Oh my god. Well, that's why you guys I hang out with Simo, because whenever I step in it, he goes and does something like that. Now my comment is not nearly that bad. They'll cancel him before me now, so we're good. SNL, here I come. Oh Lord. Well, anyways, this lady is in the news, Mr. Mo, and I want to get your thoughts on her, because travel over across the pond to the UK. Hello, everybody in the UK.
Hello.
We here at the FratChat podcast love you from America. And this lady who went viral before for charging family to eat her Christmas dinner is now back on the news because she's apparently upping the charge for her family members. So she has, by the way, thanks to People magazine and the BBC, and I'm talking about the news source, not Simo's internet searches. Two totally different things.
You mean BBC?
That's right.
Ew.
Two BBCs at the same time. You can only do that in Simo searches.
I like BBC DP FFUN. That's what I search for.
Oh no!
If you know, you know.
The sad thing is, I know what that all means now because of you. Especially the FUN. Oh Lord. Well, this lady, Caroline Dudridge, wow, Dudridge with two D's. That's such a British name. Caroline Dudridge has been asking for her relatives to pay for her holiday meal since her husband died in 2015. She told BBC Radio 5 Live. And again, that's not 5 BBCs live. That's Simo Search. Different.
Oh my
She
gosh.
said the rise
Sorry,
in food
guys,
prices.
I'm drooling over here. Get it together. So if I have a biscuit to soak up these swampy panties I got down here? Jesus Christ. What a shit show.
Oh, man. So now she says the rising food prices and an increased cost of living mean that this weekend she'll be charging them more than ever before. In 2022, her adult sons had to pay each $19.05, £15 each. Her 3 daughters had to pay $12.70 each in dollars. That's £10. And she charged the grandkids as well. Those over the age of 5 owed £5, which is $6.35 in American. And her 3-year-old grandkids had to pay £250, $3.17 American. Now, According to her, she asked the relatives to transfer the money straight into her bank account so she can keep track of any stragglers. And she explained that the price discrepancy has to do with their children's careers. The sons are full-time workers and the daughters work part-time. I have to pay for the kids' dinners too. But she's increasing the bill, as I said. She says that she's going to put the girls' prices up by £2 because she got a bit of stick from people saying she was being sexist. So she's doing it for equality. Not that I listen to public opinion particularly, she says, of her upcharge, which equals to $2.54 American. And she said that the increase might not even cover all the just horrifying supermarket costs. She is comforted by the fact that the groceries can be spread out over several holiday meals, where she's, apparently done stuff on like the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, and a big buffet on Christmas Day. And now, when news spread in previous years about her tactic, many people were critical of her choice to charge family, but she said plenty of people on the internet applauded her decision. She said, "There were the usual trolls, but some people thought it was a really good idea. They even said they were going to adopt it themselves," she told BBC. So, my question is, how do you feel about this? Lady charging family for Christmas dinner.
Well,
that cool? Is that kosher? Would you be cool if your grandma charged you?
I think it's fair for people to say, everyone bring a dish and let's coordinate so it alleviates some of the costs. But if my grandma's supposed to give you money, not take your money, and she's recently a widow. I know she got paid. Right. She got money.
Yeah, that seems to be there's some people on the internet like, well, cooking's hard, blah blah blah, and there's the people who are on your side. Like, you can bring a dish. At the same time, if you don't have money to host, maybe you should host, is the prevailing. Not necessarily that I agree with it. It's just that's kind of what's been put out there. I'm with you. And I'm in the sense that if it's that expensive that you can't afford it, maybe just have everybody bring a dish. However, I have a feeling like this lady, is like many of her moms out there in the world. And, she wants to control everything just to make her dishes. You know what I mean? Some people, it's tough to let go of the reins for the holidays. And maybe people like her cooking a lot, and that's what they're willing to pay for it. Because at the end of the day, like, they're the suckers. Like, if any family member charged me money to come over to eat their home cooked meal, I'd be like, you can go fuck yourself.
You know what I would do? I would tell my other grandma, hey, listen, what's her name? Caroline?
Yep.
Granny Caroline is charging us $15 a pop, but if you charge us $12.50, we'll come to your house and you'll get paid for it.
Hell yeah.
And then you go
like
back
capitalism,
to Caroline,
put her out of business,
and say, I understand you had to raise prices, but unfortunately, because of the economy, I had to go the cheaper option, and that's the other grandma.
Totally. I'm sorry. It's just, times are tough.
Yeah.
Times are tough.
I think I can speak for most men when I say, we want to have better sex. And for the sake of our partner, we may need to have better sex, fellas. Because no one likes it when you bring a wet noodle to a barbecue party. Write that down. The issue is that over-the-counter erection pills contain unregulated chemicals, suggest unsafe doses, and include the risk of several other health problems. And who wants that? It's like those drug prescription ads where everybody's like sitting there playing volleyball at the beach, but they're dying of herpes. Not cool. That's why we partnered with our friends over at Joy Mode. Whether you're looking to spice up your intimate moments or increase your confidence in the bedroom, Joy Mode makes all natural and science-backed supplements dedicated to helping men perform better across their core functions. Oh, yeah. The trademark product, this sexual performance booster, is every man's solution for increased blood flow down below, firmness, stamina, and performance of your favorite friend. It's like a pre-workout, but for your buddy down below. And let me tell you, it works. And the best part, the product is totally safe. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals. All ingredients have been studied and researched in humans. It comes in a palm-sized little packet, like your favorite electrolyte powder. Just simply mix one of these bad boys right in with 6 to 8 ounces of water, 45 minutes before sexual activity, and watch the magic unfold. Like, you know when you start blowing up an inflatable castle? It's sort of like that, but down below. But it's time to redefine your intimacy and go to usejoymode.com for 20% off with promo code FratChat. Oh, yeah, that's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Ingredients with integrity, it's Joy Mode, baby.
Let us know what you guys think. You guys, what do you think? Should this grandma charge people for eating her holiday dinner? Is she in the right to do so, or is that kind of tacky? Let us know what you think. Here at the Frat Chat Podcast, on all social channels, Instagram, Facebook. You can go on YouTube as well. You can go on X/Twitter as well.
What about Threads?
Emails. Yeah, I guess we have Threads. Threads is pretty cool. But
what about Christian Mingle? What about J-Date?
No, they kicked us off.
Grinder.
They said one or the other, and then I just couldn't choose. So they both kicked us out. And Father Thomas found out we were in there, and he was not happy with our jokes. So, oh well.
Father Thomas doesn't like our jokes about him?
No.
Well, maybe Father Thomas should take his dick out of my butthole. How about that, Father Tommy?
Oh, yeah, Simo.
That's actually recorded that sound effect, you guys.
Some of us kiss and tell, you little prick. And when I say little prick, I mean it.
Anywho, Mr. Mo, I believe we've gotten to the point where it's the last show of the year, and it's time to put on our big boy shoes and get this going. Because, you guys, this year of the Lord 2K23, that being Lady Gaga, who we worship here at the Frat Chat Podcast. Shout out Lady Gaga.
Gaga!
We said some things. Gaga! We said some things here on the show. As to as recently as 10 minutes ago when we were making fun of Michael J. Fox.
Sorry, Michael.
And, we do this every year because we know that some of the things that we say here on this very show, while very funny, do cross the line.
Hey,
So
in
this
my
is our
defense,
time.
when you said Parkinson's, I thought you said Parks and Recreation.
That's right.
And I love that show. And it is funny.
That's right.
Parkinson's is not funny.
So it's our time, you guys, where we feel guilty. And it's time to atone for the things we've said and done on this very show here, the Frat Chat Podcast. So we do this at the end of every year now. And it's that episode where we say, we're sorry. So we're going to give you the top 10 things we're most sorry for this year at the Frat Chat Podcast. And note, some of these, again, were hilarious. They continue to be, but doesn't mean we shouldn't apologize for saying them.
We're really sorry you feel that way.
That's right.
You
I'm
heard
sorry,
it here
I feel that
first,
way too.
folks.
Whoa, damn. This just got aggressive here at the Frat Chat Podcast. But anywho, Mr. Mo, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I'll go first, and I want to apologize to the rather large man outside of the I think it's called D2. It's like a discount store on Broadway and like 36th Street in Astoria. It's a rather large man, and sometimes he wears a cape.
Oh no.
But he screamed at me and some other people whom I thought were probably also queer. And when he yelled, "You people," I thought he was referring to queer people, at which point I called him a fat boy.
Oh.
I called him a fat boy, and I asked him what he's going to do about it, and as he tried to catch me, fat boy. It's not funny. He was screaming and yelling at us. He wasn't nice. And I was like, whatever, dude. Like, you're wearing a
That's so
poncho.
mean. That's so mean.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, fat man.
That's right. That's right. Now, if he was making it a gay thing, then you can resend that apology because then he started it. But
because know what gays do best? Body shame.
That's right. But from the story, it does sound to me like it was an honest mistake from a man that wears a poncho and a cape.
Listen, he seemed crazy to me.
Yeah. That seems like the type of person who would yell "you people" at a group of people, though.
And you know, sometimes I'm smaller than most men. And so it's important for me to counteract my stature with a little bit of crazy. And I'm serious.
Like
if I'm
that
about to get in a
movie,
fight with someone, I try to intimidate them as much as I can before it goes down to blows. Because I don't know if I want anything ruining this reconstructed face of mine.
Or you can have things come to blows before they come to those blows.
Yes.
That's how it come down to any situation.
I like the way your mind thinks. I don't think Julie would like the way your mind thinks.
Nope. Oh, yes.
No, probably not.
Not a fan. Well, yes, Mr. I like how you have him on the list. I wish you guys could read this. It just says number 6, fat man.
Sorry, fat man. Maybe that'll motivate you to, do some cardio.
That's right. That's right. Stop saying "you people." I will say, yeah. That's never going to land well in 2023, and now moving on to 2024. So, if you're a person that says "you people" at a group of people, just know it's always going to take it wrong. But somebody in that
he tells
group.
his kids,
So
I spend my life on Broadway. Sort of, but it's in Astoria. And no one pays for your show.
Nope. Anywho, for my first one, I would actually like to apologize to my very own co-host right here at the Frat Chat Podcast, Mr. Chris Simo Moore.
Oh, jeez.
For calling him old, making fun of his dyslexia, his looks, pre-surgery and post, the things he says, and pretty much everyone in his family, nuclear and extended. There's probably more things in there that I've said along this year, but I feel like those cover the top tippy tops of them. As you all know, people, we that's how friends communicate. That's just what we do. If you're not laughing with your friends and joking at each other,
if you're not laughing with your friends and crying to your therapist, then what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing? Exactly. If you're not, waiting until the show goes off and making fun of their eating disorders, while they cry, and you throw pebbles at them, throw food at him and say, "You won't eat it." Well, he cries and yells to stop. What are you doing, dude? That's how friendships become lifelong.
In a way, you're giving mental health workers job security.
Totally. And that's an important field that needs to be employed. So I like to think that's how friendship works. Friendship keeps the world moving, you guys. So
and just for the record, when I say fat man, I wasn't talking about Carlos. So why I have this animosity towards me, I don't understand. But I don't talk about Carlos the way he talks about me. I just want the viewers or the listeners to know that this is unsolicited rage against me, and quite frankly, it's a hate crime, and that's something that Carlos is going to have to work out on his own time.
That's right. Simo's comments to me are more along generally racist tones, Things that would make him very popular in a Trump rally, though, to be fair, which a lot of people do go to these days. So
Trump and I would
if
get
he says
along
those
great.
jokes over there, he'll get so many laughs. He'll kill. So, he'll be a headliner in no time.
I think Trump and I would get along swimmingly because he wouldn't know that I'm making fun of him the entire time.
That's true. And you both like to laugh at Chinese people for some reason. So,
Only when they're angry.
Oh,
no. Just kidding.
I'd like to add Chinese people real quick to the list. We're sorry. There's still time. What you got next?
Well, it's funny you say that because next I have your people on my list.
My people.
Yeah, because I always compare them to Mexicans, and I had to acknowledge the fact that they're two completely different cultures. So it's not fair for me to just assume that you guys play with piñatas and just assume that in lieu of sandwiches, you guys just eat tacos, and that you melt everything with cheese in between two tortillas. And I'm sorry that I said that the floor of your car is basically crushed corn chips and tortillas. Now that is true, but I'm sorry that I told everyone.
Yeah,
Everything else is not a Venezuelan trait per se.
It did inspire me to clean my car, to be fair, so
So Venezuelans, I don't know a lot about your culture, and I make assumptions based off the language only.
Don't worry.
You speak Spanish, they speak Spanish. You guys all must be like cousins. That's not true.
That's right. Was the ambassador of Venezuelans all over the world. Totally appointed, a legitimate election. We forgive you.
We forgive you. Cha cha cha.
I don't know if you heard my neighbor do a quick stomp. I think he forgives you too. I think he was cha-cha-chaing with you.
The holidays are upon us. And you know what that means for us here at the Frat Chat Podcast? Heavy drinking. Whether it's to hang with friends and family you haven't seen in a while, or just to put up with your creepy Uncle Jimmy that touches you way too much and doesn't seem to learn anything about personal boundaries, Uncle Jimmy. The boozy drinks are always flowing freely here during the holiday. That means that a holiday hangover is always trying to ruin my good times. And now that I'm in my 30s, a hangover would take days to recover from. That was until I found Waterboy, the best damn hydration stick in the game. Because that's all a hangover is, people, dehydration. So you want to make sure you're putting back into your body what the hard night of partying took out. And most hydration powders are packed full of sugar that cause you to crash even harder. Not to mention you have to drink so many of them to get the electrolyte replenishment that your body really needs to recover. Meanwhile, Waterboy has over 9 times the electrolytes as a Gatorade inside just one of these sticks. Inside each one of these bad boys, there's ginger for that nausea and to make your tummy feel better. There's also L-theanine to help calm your nerves and reduce your anxiety. And maybe the best part about Waterboy is how amazing it tastes. Their most popular flavors include strawberry lemonade, lemon lime, and blue raspberry, though I'm personally partial to grape myself. Oh, it's so good. You're actually going to want to drink these. And Waterboy is also gluten-free, caffeine-free, dairy-free, vegan, and made right here in the US of A. A lot of things get worse as you get older, but your hangovers don't have to. Waterboy isn't a magic cure, but it's pretty damn close to one. Hundreds of thousands of people already trust Waterboy as their hangover cure. It's time to stop dealing with that anxiety alone. For a limited time, our listeners get an exclusive 15% off discount with our link at waterboy.com/fratchat. That's 15% off waterboy.com/fratchat. It's time to ho hydrate this holiday season with Waterboy.
Yeah. And Caracas, Caracas, if you can hear me, Caracas, you sound like a very lovely place with all those stray native cows running across the pastures and chickens flying in and out of your windows. Yeah, it sounds like a beautiful, heavenly place.
That's right. That's right. And we wake up every morning and
milk the cows so I could have some cereal. It was a wonderful place. It was a wonderful place before those damn communists came in.
Remember, you
Up
had to
next
eat
on.
cereal out of a baseball cap?
That's right. Times
Yeah.
got tough. And then I'd have to wear the hat afterwards to school. It was my save. I had PE those days, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyways, up next on my end, I'd like to apologize to two people. I don't know if you can count them as people. Maybe because they're
Well,
Muppets.
whoa! What do you mean? You know they count as people?
They're Muppets. Half of them, they don't. Can they poop? If so, they're not. If you can't poop, you can't be a person. Everybody poops.
Well, I'm sorry, listeners. You may have a colostomy bag.
That's still poop. I count that as poop. That's what comes out of there. It's just not in turd form. But sometimes our assholes produce the same.
Oh my gosh, can I tell you something so awful?
Go on.
At work, we went out with these vendors. He took us to lunch, and this guy, throughout the entire lunch, kept talking about Crohn's disease. And he's like, I don't know if I can have that because knows my Crohn's disease. It'll be a mess. He's like, I used to eat this as a lot as a kid, but now with my Crohn's, woo, good luck to me. He also, I made reference to a colostomy bag, and that's what got it started because he had surgery and has a colostomy bag. So he's like, oh, I know all about that. And so he just kept making reference to his Crohn's disease and all the things he can't eat. But then we watched him eat them. And I was like, oh, God.
Oh,
this is going to be a mess later, but I just can't help it. Like, I do not want to be in car with you ever.
God, yeah, that sounds terrifying. And honestly, I'd be scared. That's the thing that scares me, because they have the bag like right here. Like if you bump into it, whatever, like pops. Oh, sorry, gotta go change my shirt. I'll be back. It's tough, honestly. It's tough. You should have shown him your bit with the colostomy bag. But you did. The Crohn's disease stripper.
Do you remember when okay, so listeners, a long time ago, I did this character on stage where I was a stripper and underneath my clothes was a colostomy bag that I had rigged for it to explode, and I got mustard all over this little girl in the front row.
She was so like
I
I was in the back. I remember I was taping the bit, and you can just hear me like laughing hysterically while like my hand shakes with the phone.
Your hand
I was so
shakes like
bad
who?
to be in the back.
Like
it
who?
looks so realistic too.
Who does your hand shake like?
What's that?
Who did your hand shake like?
Oh no! I'm not saying it.
I know we are going with that.
Well, we apologize. I can't say it. I can't say it.
Horrible. Michael J. Fox, I'm sorry. Apparently, you're going to be a running joke this whole episode, and I'm sorry. It's not fair to you.
That's right. It is.
But I think you're adorable. Michael J. Fox, you're so cute and tiny. I want to put you in my pocket.
His little pocket. That'd be nice.
Well,
anyways, I never got my number 4.
Tell me about these Muppets.
These two. It's Bert and Ernie. I want to say I'm sorry.
Faggots.
Exactly for that. We're telling the world that you guys are obviously gay. Because it's not our place here at the Frat Chat Podcast to out you guys or anybody else in the world. We know coming out is a big deal, and everyone should be able to come out of the closet at their own pace. So for that, I'm sorry. And I also want to apologize to Bert for saying that his nose could be used as a sex toy. Maybe he's like Jewish or Polish or something, and that could be mistaken as me trying to be racist or something. That's just flat out rude of me to make fun of his appearance. So for that, I'm sorry as well. But his nose does look rather dongish.
Do you know the guy in The Pianist named Adrian.
The guy and the pianist.
The
Adrian
actor.
Brody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
buddy.
tell me that women don't look at him and think that could be put to use down there. Because while you're chowing down the chocha, that nose can be rubbing up on that there clit.
That's right. That's true. However, with his, it might also like keep you from reaching the chocha. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Maybe if I go sideways.
My mom has such a crush on him. She thinks he has such a big schnoz and it's sexy. And I think to myself, my mom's a freak because I know what she's thinking about when she looks at that schnoz. She's looking at that schnoz like it's schlong number 2.
That Polak schnoz. That's what she's into. Maybe that's a.
Wait, do Polish people, are they known for having big noses? Because I'm Polish and I had a nose job.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking maybe that's a thing. It's an aphrodisiac.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
You know, that's why you guys do like nose jobs so much. Oh yeah. Oh man, he's a handsome guy though. I have to say, I just googled him. He's not pretty good looking.
Who,
He's
Bert?
very skinny though, which doesn't.
Oh, you're talking about Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian.
I thought you were talking about Bert.
Bert.
Bert,
No.
Nanny Bert. It's like he's not attractive. He's got jaundice. Look at his color of his skin. He's got some kidney issues.
Oh.
Okay. Next up, I need to apologize to Bono. Because I made fun of his glaucoma. And I work in eye care and I shouldn't have.
If you guys don't remember, I was being very cool and wearing my sunglasses indoors for an episode, and Simo said I look like Bono because of his glaucoma.
He does have glaucoma, and when I see that little like that tint, like glasses he wears sometimes.
Oh god.
It makes me think of Bono.
Oh man. Yeah, people with glaucoma. I'm sorry, because I did laugh, so I'm kind of complicit. Just not something you expect to hear. To be told you look like you have glaucoma. So there you go. Oh man, that's good. That's good.
Sorry, Bono. You might be a very lovely person. I will say though that you had a album cover where you were like caressing your shirtless son's torso, and I was forever changed in my opinion of you.
Oh, I had never seen that. What the hell? Let me see. I can't find it. I'll find it. But I would say I'm a U2 fan. I like them. Except for the time where they decided there was a great idea to just fucking implant their goddamn album into all of our iPhones without our consent. You phone rapists.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I probably would have downloaded a few songs from the album anyways, but just the fact that they just decided that, oh, fuck it. We'll just put them in there anyways. Just made me be like, nah, I don't want to listen to this shit. And it was a pretty good album. And then I listened to it way later on. And there was like 2 or 3 songs I liked, but like, come on, man. You can't just fucking do that.
Oh, wait a second. I had this album on my phone. I don't remember downloading it.
Yeah. That's, you got too.
So if you have Apple Music or whatever, wait, so they downloaded their music on all of our phones?
Yep. They made a deal with Apple where everybody got it for free, but like your phone automatically downloaded it itself. Even if you didn't want it, it did it. Like you don't remember doing it, it's in your phone. So that's exactly it. And that like takes room too, you know. It's like it's not. So that pissed people off. So I guess that kind of.
I was always wondering why I had this music because I don't like it. Sorry, Bono. You're a nice person, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's not. I like their older stuff much better. Honestly, up till even 2001. For all that you can't leave behind is a great little record with songs like "Walk On, Walk On."
I like "American Idiot" by Green Day.
Well, thanks.
You know why? Because the lead singer from Green Day isn't caressing his, half-naked child's torso.
Well, maybe Bono's using him to lead him to the bathroom because of his glaucoma. I can't see Billy lead me. I can't see without my glasses. Again, Bono, so sorry. So sorry, Bono. We're sorry.
Well, who's next on your list?
Up next, I'd like to apologize to the one and only Bradley Cooper, but not him, his wife, for making fun of her reaction at the Oscars to Bradley and Lady Gaga singing their hit song "Shallow" together from that movie they did. Where they're like
"Shallow ho ho,
shallow
ho."
Oh. But to be fair, they were sitting super close. You know what I mean? Like they were like about to like kiss each other. Like they could smell each other's breakfast sitting that close. They were like about to kiss essentially. Both singing into one microphone, which says enough. And they would keep cutting over to her, and she'd just be sitting there like. And we ripped on her pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So I like to say I'm sorry, because to be fair, her reaction was totally warranted. Like, if that was Julie up there singing passionately within kiss reach of Bradley Cooper, I would have thrown a battery or something at her ass. I would have like, hell no.
Maybe you would have slapped him like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
That's right. I'm not famous enough to be that close, so I probably would have been like in the in the nosebleeds just throwing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Bradley. But you would have heard from me, motherfucker. Like, his wife did real good just sitting there like making that face. I would have made more than a face. I would have to cancel the goddamn Oscars that year. I would have thrown some feces at him if I had to. But that motherfucker made a mess at this party. Fucking Bradley Cooper. Stay away from my girl, dick. Go back to your wife.
See, I think he's gay.
What? No.
The gay community thinks that.
Why do you guys think he's gay? Give me the tea. Spill the tea.
Is that he used to do casual encounters on Craigslist, and he was the masked fucker, and he would fuck these guys with a mask on, and then when he was climaxing, he would rip off his mask and say, "Yes, yes," and it was Bradley Cooper. That's a rumor I heard a long time
his
ago.
His face was like the reveal of a villain at Scooby-Doo. Like, yes,
I win. Finished.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you rotten kids. Oh, Shaggy. And this is while he was famous or before he was famous?
Before.
Okay.
Well, as
it was his big
famous.
reveal. Wow. Now, I know someone who, when times got real rough, did gay porn. And
Wait,
he was
an actor or a friend?
A friend. And he wasn't gay, supposedly, but he did gay
Do
porn.
I know this friend?
No. Someone from high school. But it obviously got out. And that's how I found out. Someone sent it to me, and I thought it was a Photoshop, and I started laughing. And I was like, no, he got paid like $200 for this shit. It was like, what?
That's it?
It was not a lot of money. It was not a lot
You
of
know
money.
what? I don't think that I could screw a girl on camera, but I would let her screw me. Because if you're taking it, there's not a whole lot of performance that has to be done. You just lean back and take it.
Yeah, he
But
was getting BJs
so
from
so I
dudes.
wonder if your friend was on the giving or receiving end. Because if he's receiving, then like, sniff some poppers, stretch that booty hole, and whatever. Just wait till it's over. But if
Yeah, it
you have
seems like it
to,
was
if you're
mostly
in the giving,
receiving. Well, receiving oral is what I saw, and I don't know if he got. I didn't look that far into it because, to be honest, I don't want to see my friend fucking getting banged. That's weird.
I think you should take a still shot of it and put it on a birthday cake, and at a party where his mom's gonna be at, and be like, "That's not AI, bitch."
See, that's one of those things where I'm glad I know because it's good that you know, I guess. But it's like I kind of wish I had never found out because you don't look at someone the same way when they do gay porn.
You know what? I dated this guy that did gay porn, and it was like our third date. He was like, "I need to tell you something," and I was like, "Okay," and he was like, "I've done films." And I was like, "Oh my god!" When I was younger, I did some projects for the Education Channel myself.
Let me
And
show you my portfolio.
he was like, no, adult films. I was like, what? I was like, so we're gonna see a movie tonight. He said, yes. And I said, are you in this one? What kind of movie is this? And he was like, no. It's like a long time ago. It was my sexual like revolution. Um, I'm over it. It's no longer. But then when we would go to the gay bars, people would like pass and be like, hey, you know. It's like, ew, everyone knows your O face except for me. Not because I don't try, just because we didn't get there yet.
Ew, man. Yeah, that's weird. I never realized how much my boys down below needed some TLC until I found Manscaped. With all their awesome products, they make my boys feel like kings. And I owe it all to you, Manscaped. Mwah. Because AI is cool and all, but I think that this might be the biggest technological advancement the world has ever seen. I mean, think about it. Every man knows how scary it is when you're gonna go in for a close shave below the belt. It's terrifying. That's why I trust only Manscaped for all my sensitive areas. Inside this package, you'll find the star of the show, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, baby. Their 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next generation skin safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. Typically your balls. We also have dual LED spotlights to provide contrast to multiple skin tones, 3 length setting combs, and oh, did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Because it is. It's totally waterproof. Yeah, I just said it, so remember that. And no more wet shaving down there. Count me in, because we're talking 3 length setting combs for all your desired lengths. And oh, did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Just in case I didn't say it before, I said it. It's waterproof. Remember that. Write that down. Tell your friends. And taking it on the go? Well, Manscaped has you covered because this puppy comes with a travel case and even a travel lock feature to avoid any accidental powering and or weird looks at the airport. Because it's totally a ball trimmer. That's all it is in there. I swear to God, officer. And this right here is on the cutting edge of cutting pubes. So upgrade your ball trimmer right now and your life will follow. And get 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code FratChat at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code FratChat at manscaped.com. I can promise you, you've never seen a ball trimmer look like a spaceship. So get yours today from our folks at Manscaped. And the funny thing is, I've known quite a few people that did porn. I know at least 3 or 4 people that ended up doing porn.
Wait, any that I know?
No, I worked with one, and that was in Department of Defense, which is wild. So like, she even got a government job for a while with me. Went to high school with two, and one. I'm trying to think where I know this person from. Maybe three high school. I do know I know four people that did porn. Just can't remember the fourth person right now. I'm blanking. But one of them was the guy, and the rest were girls. And I mean, the thing was with for example, with the porn one, with the Department of Defense one, I kind of had suspicions about her because she asked me to send her a file to her personal email, and her email was legitimately like something like Hungry Jaguar 69 at Gmail.
Ew.
And I was like, what the fuck? So I showed that to the guy who was my like I worked on the operations side, and it was someone who was like my supervisor, but he was like, younger too. I was like 21 and he would have been like 23, 24. So I showed it to him and we both got a laugh at it. And then a few months later, when I wasn't working there anymore, he sends me a link. He goes, did you know that she also went by Casey Parker? And I was like, who? What? And then he's like, here you go. And then sends me this link. And there, lo and behold,
How was she? Was she a good performer?
Oh, yeah. Let's just say every once in a while, I check it back out again. just to see if it holds up.
Okay.
I like to get filmmaking techniques. That's totally it. It's for research purposes. But yes, it holds up. I don't think she's done it anymore. I've only seen.
Wouldn't you be so embarrassed if your child came across your porn career and was like, everyone at school has pictures of you naked in their locker? Like, wouldn't that be so embarrassing?
That'd be, or imagine, like you're like, some fucking older guy jerking off, and then you are about to bust a nut, and you click on the next video, and it's your fucking daughter getting railed out by some dude. Well, that's how you find it when you have your dick in your hand.
I would be so upset.
Yeah. Yep. I know, actually. I know we're deviating here from the topic, but we'll get right back to it. Last story. I know someone's dad who walked out of the supermarket one day, right? And then when he's walking towards his car, he notices his daughter's car is also parked here at the supermarket towards the back. But when he looks at it, he sees that there's a guy sitting in the front seat. And he's like, what the fuck? Someone steal my daughter's car? And he fucking walks up to the car. He's actually like a pretty big dude. He walks up to the car, ready to fucking see what the hell's going on and whip this guy's ass. And well, when he looks in the window, he looks at him, he sees his baby girl was also in the car, but her head was down.
Oh no.
And she saw his baby girl giving a BJ in there. And there was like a whole like,
Dude, why would she do it right there?
I don't know. I mean, it was just like maybe senior year of high school or freshman year of college. We were younger. Stupid decisions were being made. But good Lord, dude. I would die if I have a daughter and I fucking. Oh, I don't even think about it. I don't even want to personalize my future daughter with this kind of thought.
You know what? If I raised, I don't have it. Oh, I do have a daughter. I forget about sometimes. But if I, oops. But if I raised a daughter and I had to walk her down the aisle on the wedding day, I'm not doing it. I don't want her walking across the aisle because I know what comes after a wedding. I know it's sexy time, and I don't want to envision that. So if my future potential daughter ever were to say, "Dad, we walked into the aisle," I'm gonna lock her in the basement. I'm gonna say, "No, you're not walking anywhere. No, not my baby.
But Dad, I'm 33 years old. I don't give a fuck.
That's right. Think about what you did.
Is it me or does buying a sex pill at a gas station feel super awkward? You know, you're like walking around and you don't know what to get. The guy's definitely looking at you, judging you with every step. It's super weird. Plus, then we're going to talk efficacy. Does it really work? Because my buddy once bought a condom from a gas station, and now he has 3 kids, so you tell me. So it's good to know that Joymoid is not only backed by its users, it's backed by science, people, which goes to show that science can be sexy sometimes. Now, let me ask you something. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? Usain Bolt was the fastest man in the world, and he still wanted to run faster. So why not be an Olympic gold medalist in the bedroom, fellas? Because that's where Joy Mode comes in. Joy Mode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. It's designed to support erection quality, firmness, and sex drives, and it contains clinically supported doses of ingredients like arginine nitrate, L-citrulline, Panax ginseng, and vitamin C, which is going to make your boy down below stronger than ever. Oh yeah. Not only is this the only supplement you'll need in the bedroom, it also supports blood vessel support, cardiovascular and heart health, athletic performance, blood pressure, and general erection function. Plus, here are the game changers. All ingredients have been assessed in peer-reviewed journals, and all ingredients have been studied and researched in humans, so you know it works. And I don't know about you guys, but I'll never go back to over-the-counter drugs after trying Joy Mode. And psst, it's small enough to fit in your wallet and take it with you on the go. It's the perfect travel companion, and it's a powder, so you don't need to worry about it getting crushed in there. So all you gotta do, fellas, is just go to usejoymode.com and get 20% off with the promo code FratChat at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code FratChat at usejoymode.com. Great sex solved naturally. Oh yeah.
So, anywho, next on my list is because you just went, right?
Yeah. We just got deviated.
Okay.
From Bradley Cooper's wife to gay porn somehow.
Yeah. So I had to. Speaking of gay, my husband Osmario. Sorry that I talk about our business on the air. Sorry, dude. The world doesn't need to know that I'm severely sexually deprived. So sorry.
But to be fair,
you should engage in more sex if you're listening.
And to be fair, now that you ate the whole fucking cake thing, that kind of evens anything out. So I think you guys are very even. Because fuck that. I'm still mad at him for you.
I'm so upset with him about that. But yeah, that should. I still feel like that's worse though. Because he can make a podcast and he can talk about me if he wants to. I don't care. But don't eat my fucking cake.
That's right. Like when you told me that, I think my jaw like dropped to the floor. I like went to Julie. She was sitting at a table there by herself, and I was like, Julie, I have to tell you something. And then I told her, it was like Simo's mom made her cake, and then Mario ate it all, and she was like,
it's really alarming. What kind of monster is he?
No way. So it's funny. She also reacted the same way as me. So we both understood the legitimacy here, the urgency of your situation. That was shitty. So Mario, you need to learn how to make this cake yourself, find the recipe, and duplicate it somehow. And if you can't, Simo, I don't know, like a bunch of BJs or something. You better put out, boy. You better put out.
That'll be the day.
That's how you solve everything in a relationship. Just put out. Whoever's wrong, just put out. But anywho, 2 more over here. Well, I'd also like to apologize to my significant other, Julie, but not for talking about our business. for talking about her business and telling the world that she takes monster poops right here at the Frat Chat podcast.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I know I should keep our relationships and business off the air, literally. But I just wish that, she kept her business from stinking out the air so much. It is funny to talk about your girlfriend taking monster poops, but they probably won't enjoy it so much, fellas. So
wait. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is right now? I think your girlfriend farted in my direction.
That's thank God Simo can't smell.
Thank God. This new nose isn't as great as they told me it would be.
That's right. So I'm sorry, Julie, for letting the world know how stinky things can get here from your booty. I still love your booty. Your cheeks walk by and go squinch.
Well, I have one last one. I'm really embarrassed about this one. This is the only one that I'm truly sorry for. I mean, I'm sorry about everything. Yeah, of course. Blah, 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 blah. Producers, sorry. But this is the only one that really made me cringe when I heard myself. And I have a favorite character on Crank Yankers. His name is Special Ed. I never realized that he was special needs. I just never realized it. But now I realize that Crank Yankers was not very PC at the time by making fun of a special needs person with a particular vernacular that I was imitating on the air. And I thought that I was just imitating a character on Crank Yankers, but I didn't realize that I was also engaging in making fun of people that speak with a particular vernacular.
Now, just for in case the listeners, so we might have some new listeners in this episode. Would you care to do the impression for us, please?
When the guy's like, "Oh yay!" and I used to always say "yay," not realizing how offensive it was. I just thought I was imitating my favorite little character on Crank Yankers. Yay!
His name, for the record, you guys, the character's name was Special Ed.
I didn't think it's any different than Special K.
He wore a helmet. he had like one tooth and wore a helmet, and his name was Special Ed.
You know what? That's irrelevant.
I like to think that Simo just sees the best in people.
A lot of people wear helmets and have.
Oh yeah, indoors, totally. While eating cereal, very normal. Maybe if you got a cranioplasty or something like that.
Yeah.
Like Derek Huff's wife just got like the top of her skull replaced. Probably gonna have to wear a helmet. So, maybe you're onto something here.
Well, sorry guys. My mistake.
Oh Lord.
Womp 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 womp.
And we have made it to the last one, you guys. Here on the Frat Chat podcast. And for the second or maybe third year in a row, this person is going to be number one on our list. Because we said some things about this person. Mostly about this one journey where things got tough in a car trip at the old Moore family vacation. And a certain family member of Simo's family had to relieve herself in a McDonald's bag in the car.
She's gonna be so mad. She's like,
Every episode you have to bring it up.
Of course, I'm talking about Simo's mom. And I'm so sorry that I kept not telling people that you had to poop in a bag. But it really is simply the greatest story of all time.
I wish you were there. I wish you were there to see my sister crying as she ran from one car to the other. I don't know what's happening. And my dad was like, son, stay in the car. Son, stay in the car. Don't get out for anyone.
See your poor mom. Oh my god. I think of like Harry and Dumb and Dumber when he has to shit real bad.
Oh yeah.
His legs he's sticking up. Oh god, my stomach hurts. Woo!
You think your
That's
stomach
a good
hurts. You should
Yeah,
have
right.
you should have some hash browns and a bacon, egg, and cheese on the way to Ocean City, Maryland. Tell me how that feels when you can't make it over the bridge. Your stomach. Oof. Jeez.
Oh god. Oh god, that broke me again. Oh, I'm sorry, Momo. It's the best story ever. It will never not be funny to me.
Mama Moore, if you're listening, and I'm sure you are, I will find out a time where Carlos's mom pooped herself. One day,
That's
I will
right.
find a time, and I will bring up on the air as many times as humanly possible.
I'll put laxatives in her Christmas dinner.
Okay, good.
And take her a long drive, just to even the score.
I'm all about drugging our parents.
That's right.
If it produces a
Weed,
story, I mean, why not?
laxatives, same shit. It's all the same
Laxatives,
shit.
Xanax, whatever you need to do to maintain a peaceful holiday. You
Oh
do it.
yeah, do your thing.
Well,
Anyways,
that's
you
the
guys,
list.
that was the list of things that we're sorry for this year of the Lord 2K23, and that was also, if I remember correctly, yes, it is the last episode of the year 2023 of the Lord, Lady Gaga. So I want to say a big shout out to you guys for listening. Everybody across all the 69 countries, oh yeah, that listens to this podcast, thank you so very much. We have made it over 20,000 listens this year, downloads, some shit, and we really couldn't have done it without your support. So thank you so very much. We are so proud to do this for you guys, and give us a follow because we're not done yet, baby. We got plenty more Frat Chat podcasts coming your way. So give us a follow and tell a friend at all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's on YouTube. That's on Twitter/X. You can also give me a follow as well at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Threads, on YouTube, and Carlos Does World on Twitter/X. And you can also give my buddy over here, Simo, a follow at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram and TikTok, and cmorecomedy on Twitter/X. And of course, you guys, we will be back. But in the meantime, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to give you guys a little best of edition so you can catch up on all the funnies that this season had to offer. And then 2 weeks after that, we will be back with a brand new season. So you get 2 weeks of best of, and then you get us back for an all new season. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be bigger than ever. It's Frat Chat Podcast 2K24. Oh, yeah. So in the meantime, Mr. Mo, it's time to roll. So why don't you get us out of here?
Well, I motion to adjourn this meeting so I can go make fun of some more minorities.
Get you ready for next year's apology list because you can never start too early. So
right.
I second. All right, you guys. We'll be back next. We'll be back next year with another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasts and time. It's the Frat Chat Podcast. See ya. Peace.